President Mohammad Nasheed says rather than making new plans, we need to focus on the current plans since the budget compilation is under progress. He added that the government intends to look for aid and support from various organizations to fulfill the programs which is being planned. He also states that during his visit to India, he will make all efforts to get support for the plans which are already in place.
Rather than making more plans in this time of preparing budget, we will carry out the plans we have. We are also looking for the aids that can be provided by various nations and friendly organizations to carry out our programs. We will also meet various people from the business field and have talks with the Indian organizations to carry out our various plans.
During his visit, President Nasheed will meet various investors, high-ranked government officials, including various high commissioners assigned to Maldives, to have talks regarding the plans and programs. President Mohammad Nasheed is visiting India to attend the opening ceremony of Commonwealth Games in Delhi tomorrow. President Nasheed says he believes his visit is vital since India is a friendly nation to Maldives and Commonwealth is an important organization in the region. He states that this time he will see how India takes part in various events and how they carry out the works for the development of their country. According to President Office, President Nasheed will meet with the President and Prime Minister of India during his visit. Vice President Dr. Mohammad Wahid returns after concluding his visit to New York to represent the Maldives in the general debate of the 65th session of the United Nations General Assembly. In his address to the UN General Assembly, the Vice President called for a speedy disbursement of the aid pledged at the Maldives Donor Conference held March of this year. The Vice President also addressed the UN Millennium Development Goals Summit, calling for a formal and transparent small island development states as SIDS category within the UN. In addition, the Vice President met with other leaders who were visiting New York to attend the UN General Assembly, including the President of Poland and German Chancellor Angela Merkel. He also lectured at Yale University on climate change. Speaking with the press on arrival at the official jetty of Male, the Vice President said during the visit he advocated for more support from developed countries for the small developing nations such as the Maldives. During the interview, he mentioned that the United Nations Office of Crime and Drugs will send an expert to Maldives to help combat drug abuse in the Maldives.
They assured me they will send a UNOCD expert to Maldives within the next 2 months to work here with us. At the same time, they are ready to provide us with more aid and support to combat drug abuse.
The Maldivian Foreign Minister Ahmad Shahid denies rumors that UK is opposing the Maldives' claim for the extended continental shelf of its exclusive economic zone. Foreign print media is reporting that UK has filed a formal opposition at the UN. But Minister Shahid is saying that no such things is happening and that the only problem is a slight misunderstanding. He said the problem arose since the proposed chart does not include factors agreed upon by the former government.
The proposed chart by Maldives does not contain factors agreed upon by the former government, which includes an equal separation of territorial waters. But since we did not include this in the proposal, they say we are claiming the entire area. We do acknowledge this technicality, but I don't see a reason for any opposition, so I am sure the proposed continental shelf extension issue will be considered.
The border between the south of Maldives and British Overseas Territory Diego Garcia was not marked when the Maldives proposed an extension of 168,000 square kilometers of the Indian Ocean seabed on July 26th. The UN has announced that this issue will be raised and considered in April next year. Minister Shahid firmly believes that no opposition has been filed to UN and assured reporters in Maldives that the agenda will indeed progress as due. President Mohammad Nasheed says he needs Attorney General's advice before selecting Hassan Lutfi Ranfas Sin Hitadu as a member of the Anti-Corruption Commission. Meeting press before he left to take part in the opening ceremony of Commonwealth Games, President said he wants to select Hassan Lutfi for the post just as much he requires a suggestion from the Attorney General. He also said that he would like to know if the government wants to appeal the decision of civil court to select Lutfi as a member of Anti-Corruption Commission. The civil court has passed verdict that Parliament's vote to select Hassan Latif as a member of ACC was in accordance with all related laws. Parliament passed Lutfi's name as a member of ACC on 6th of July 2009. Maldives Deaf Association says the biggest challenge for the hearing impaired people is difficulty getting jobs. The association says this problem reflects a general rejection of such people in the society.
As the Deaf Association of Maldives puts in every effort to eliminate differences between the hearing impaired and the average persons, they say there is a huge challenge finding employments for the hearing impaired persons. So far, only 20 hearing impaired persons registered in the association have managed to find employment, says Amaresh Gopal, the advisor of Maldives Deaf Association. He added that the person who managed to get jobs still find immense challenges communicating with the people in their working environments.
Definitely employment is a big issue. Many of our members are deaf. We also have few hearing members who like to volunteer for different programs that we organize. This year we are going to focus on employment because for the past 2 years we have been focusing on developing the association itself, and we have been receiving numerous requests from our members to help them find employment, and also after they find employment to help them face with the difficulties that they face in the place. So lack of funds, we have a lot of programs which we want to do, so we are trying to obtain as much as funds as possible.
2 years since its launch, Maldives Deaf Association says raising funds is a problem for the association. In 2009, a special fundraising program was introduced to solve the issue, and it only raised 25,000 Maldivian rupiah, which is approximately equivalent to $2,000. To overcome all these challenges, the association has planned to conduct sign language teaching programs while making a video DVD on sign language in Maldives. They also have plans to conduct technical and vocational educational trainings for the hearing impaired persons across the nation. The association says it is also working on releasing a special dictionary for the hearing impaired. They have also provided educational opportunities for their registered members in and out of the country during this year. The Maldives Deaf Association has 160 registered members to date.
President Mohammad Nasheed says internal stability of political parties is a vital part in a stable government. Congratulating his party on completion of its election today, President met with MDP's chairperson Maria Ahmad Didi and other members. The initial result of the vote has been announced. A total of 455 candidates ran for the position of presidency, vice presidency, secretary, deputy secretary and organizing secretary. Presidents were not elected from areas that have a parliament member. The Mamfa Center organized a special event to mark the International Day of the Elderly. The elderly was given a chance to approach personnel of the center for medical consultations. Checkups were available for diabetes, blood pressure, hypertension, dental and ocular checkups. Visitors were also given information on how to maintain a healthy diet for the elderly. The center, which specializes in aiding the elderly, says that the event attracted a lot of people. International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent, IFRC, says Maldivian Red Crescent has made remarkable progress in the very first year of its existence.
Maldives remained a country without its own Red Cross or Red Crescent Society until last year. August 16, 2009 was a day to mark, since it was the day Maldivian Red Crescent was born. 1 year to its life, the organization is pushing with tremendous effort to keep up with the international counterparts. MRC says they are primarily focusing on creating an effective team with a regulatory board while already conducting help and awareness programs across the nation. It's also trying to become a member of the International Committee of Red Cross. It has so far opened 12 units and 6 branches in several areas of Maldives.
Our target is to become an effective national organization. That is to be a potential humanitarian work group to help those in need. At the same time, we have to meet certain standards to become an ICRC full-fledged member. We are targeting to establish a branch of MRC in every atoll of Maldives by the year 2011.
Maldivian government and also International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent is making every effort to make their dream a reality. IFRC says the progress MRC made in the very first year is remarkable and impressive.
I think the Maldivian Red Crescent has made a lot of progress, given 1 year is rather a short time in the life of a Red Cross, Red Crescent organisation. We have some members of the family who are more than 100 years old. So I think in the just over 1 year, the Maldivian Red Crescent has achieved a great deal in the activities. Of course, there are plenty more things to do, but everything takes time, and it's better to start small and do things well, rather than try to do too much and then face other kinds of problems down the road.
Susanna added that IFRC is suggesting ways MRC could become a successful organization. It is also providing technical assistance and training opportunities to strengthen MRC. A staff of MRC is currently working in Pakistan with the IFRC team. Susanna said more such opportunities will be given to the staff of MRC. Maldivian Red Crescent believes with the support of Maldivian government and IFRC, their target cannot be too far.